Unfortunately, this debate is way too short and I've only got 2 minutes, so I'll try to be brief. The first thing I'd say is I have been a strong advocate of public transport. And I have to say that the inaction over years by the Department of Transport and the NTA on simple issues that could be done immediately is absolutely staggering. There was a consultation on Connecting Ireland, but we don't have any buses. I've been asking ministers, including the Present Minister, I've been asking the NTA, have they any analysis done, scientific analysis, research done on the relationship between the frequency of service and the increase in frequencies and the number of passengers? The answer is a deafening silence. It's a fundamental question. What we do know, of course, is that when the frequency from Cork to Cove, from Athenry to Galway, bus services, they were train services, bus services from Galway to Carrow were increased, we got a dramatic increase in the number of passengers. But what we need to do is get the academic, scientific evidence, because I think it will absolutely stand up that if you have an infrequent service, you can't expect people to take it. I have to say it was absolutely amazing when we were campaigning to get 3 buses leaving Galway, and then coming back, of course, to go to Inchahararua, along the most populated route out of Galway. It took 1.5 years for the NTA to make a decision that should have been made in 24 hours. And we hear about all this active travel, but lack of action. You know, they want the great and the fantastic things, and they will never seem to do now the simple things that would change people's lives dramatically. I have to say the point made about the non-urban fares is absolutely valid, and then that the 20% didn't apply to the only non-subsidised companies in the country, Expressway, and the private companies that provide it. It's amazing, and they're all in rural Ireland, which is absolutely amazing. And finally, finally, the Minister mentioned the Salmon Weir Bridge in Galway, and I have wanted for years to see that as public transport and active travel only. However, there is one snag. When you do that, if you don't build an extra bridge, i.e. the bypass, you are left with 2 bridges, one very narrow, across the Corrup. It is just not adequate for the 80,000 people west and the 3 million people east to get across.